There comes a time in life when we must stop giving our tears to those who do not value them. Suffering in silence is not strength. Letting go of pain is not weakness. True strength lies in knowing your worth and choosing peace over chaos. The teachings of spiritual wisdom guide us to detach from those who disturb our inner balance. Let's explore 7 types of people you should never cry for. Lesson 1. Those who disrespect you. Often disrespect slowly poisons the spirit. It creeps in through small words, quiet actions, and dismissive attitudes. When someone disrespects you often, they are not just hurting your feelings. They are telling you that you do not matter in their world. And yet so many people cry for those who treat them this way. Why? Because they hope things will change. They believe that love means enduring pain. But spiritual teachings show us something different. You are not here to suffer in silence. You are here to awaken your heart. When someone repeatedly disrespects you, they pull you away from your path. They cloud your inner clarity. Respect is not a luxury, it is a foundation. When it is missing, everything becomes unstable. Letting someone treat you poorly is like trying to fill a cup with holes in it. No matter how much love you pour in, it will never be enough. The wise learn to observe rather than react. Instead of shouting or begging for change, they step back. They see disrespect as a mirror, not of their worth, but of the other person's emptiness. When someone lacks respect for others, it is because they have not yet learned to respect themselves. You do not need to teach them that lesson. You do not need to fix them. Your role is to protect your own peace. Crying for someone who constantly disrespects you is like watering a dead plant. You are giving your energy to something that cannot grow. The better path is silence and space. Detach with compassion. You can care for someone and still walk away. You can wish them healing without inviting them back into your life. Real compassion begins with yourself. If someone's presence makes you shrink, if their words make you feel small, that is a sign. Do not ignore it. You are not being cold by choosing peace. You are honoring your life. In every moment you are planting seeds. When you allow disrespect, you plant seeds of sorrow. But when you walk away with strength and calm, you plant seeds of freedom. Never cry for someone who constantly disrespects you. Instead, thank them silently. Because through their actions, they revealed a truth you needed to see. And now you are free to rise. Lesson 2. Those who use you for their gain. Being used feels like being invisible. It feels like your value only exists when someone needs something. And when they get it, they disappear. People like this are not friends, lovers, or family. They are takers, and their presence in your life drains your energy, your time, and your soul. The teachings of the wise remind us, attachment leads to suffering. When we hold on to people who use us, we create our own pain. It begins with a small favor, then another, then they expect, then they demand. And before you know it, your kindness has become your cage. True love and friendship are based on giving and receiving freely, not out of guilt, not out of fear, but because it feels natural. When someone only appears when they want something, they are not seeing you as a whole person. They are seeing you as a tool, a ladder, a shortcut. That is not love. That is control. But still, many people cry over such relationships. They feel betrayed. They wonder, why did they use me? The answer is simple: because you let them. That may feel hard to hear, but it is empowering. You have the power to stop it. You have the right to say no. You do not need to justify, explain, or defend your boundaries. Kindness should never mean self-abandonment. Helping others is noble, but helping others at the cost of your own soul is not. The goal is balance. If someone uses you and offers nothing in return, not even gratitude, it is a sign that they are not ready to receive love with maturity. And you are not their healer. Let go without hatred. Let go without bitterness. Just see the truth and walk away with wisdom. The path is not about holding on. It is about letting go of what weighs you down. Crying for someone who uses you is like crying for a shadow. They were never really there. Give your energy to people who see your worth, to people who do not just take but also give, who stay when they have nothing to gain. That is real connection. That is love in its purest form. Never cry for someone who only comes around when it benefits them. Close that door with peace, and know that every time you say no to being used, you say yes to your own freedom. Lesson 3. Those who make you doubt yourself. Doubt is one of the most silent destroyers of peace. It creeps in when others question your choices, your dreams, your worth. When someone constantly makes you doubt yourself, they are not offering help. They are feeding your fear. And yet, many people keep such voices close. They cry when those people leave, believing they've lost something important. But the truth is, they've lost nothing but noise. You were born with inner wisdom, a light that guides you even when the path is dark. But that light dims when you are surrounded by people who belittle your hopes and question your strength. These people might say they care. They might speak in soft tones, but their words are heavy with judgment. Their presence makes you question your own truth. One of the great teachings is this: your mind creates your world. If you fill it with doubt, the world becomes small and dark. But if you nourish it with trust, the world opens like a flower. Those who make you doubt yourself are not helping you grow. They are keeping you from blooming. Doubt is not humility. It is not wisdom. It is a fog created by fear. And those who cause it often do so because they feel small inside. They want others to shrink so they don't feel alone in their own confusion. But you do not have to join them in that darkness. You must protect your belief in yourself, not with pride, but with quiet strength. Do not argue with those who question your path. Do not cry when they walk away. Their absence is not your loss. It is your liberation. Trust is a practice. Just like breathing, you must return to it again and again. Surround yourself with people who remind you of your light, not those who cast shadows on it. When you believe in yourself, you do not need others to confirm it. Never cry for someone who makes you feel unsure of your worth. Let them go like the wind. Let their voices fade. In their place, let silence speak. In silence, your heart will remind you of the truth you forgot. You are enough, just as you are. Lesson 4. Those who constantly break promises. A promise is a bridge. It connects trust between two hearts. When someone makes a promise, they are not just offering words, they are offering commitment. When that promise is broken again and again, the bridge begins to crack. And when the cracks grow deep, trust falls into the water, never to return. When someone breaks their word often, they are showing you where their heart truly stands. It is not with you. It is with their convenience. They may not mean to hurt you. They may even feel guilty. But if they keep repeating the same behavior, the message is clear. Their comfort is more important than your peace. And yet, many cry for such people. They hold on to the hope that next time will be different. They believe that broken promises are just mistakes. But a mistake repeated is no longer a mistake. It becomes a choice. And if someone chooses to hurt you again and again, you must ask yourself why you are still waiting. Keeping your heart open is a beautiful thing, but it must be guarded with wisdom. The wise do not allow repeated hurt just to keep someone close. They understand that peace is more valuable than empty words. Promises are not about perfection. Everyone slips. But a sincere heart will try, it will apologize, it will improve. It will not treat your trust like it means nothing. If someone does, they are not honoring your presence. They are using your forgiveness as a shield for their carelessness. Don't let your hope blind you to truth. Don't let their apologies erase your memory. Observe their actions, not just their words. A true promise is kept with effort. It is visible in behavior, not just in what is spoken. Letting go of someone who breaks promises is not cruel. It is kind to yourself. It allows you to rebuild the bridge of trust within, to promise yourself that you will no longer tolerate emotional instability, that you deserve better. Never cry for someone who made you feel foolish for believing in their words. Let the tears be your last goodbye, not out of anger, but out of wisdom. Because real love builds, it doesn't destroy. And true trust, once broken beyond repair, must be released so you can find the peace you deserve. Lesson 5. Those who always make you feel bad words can heal or hurt. They can lift us or break us. When someone always makes you feel bad, they are using their words and actions like stones. Every insult, every put down, every cold silence, they add weight to your heart, and soon you begin to carry shame that doesn't belong to you. People who make you feel bad are often struggling within, but instead of healing, they choose to harm others. They point out your flaws, exaggerate your mistakes, and ignore your strengths. They turn your light into darkness, and still, many cry for them. They think, maybe I'm not enough. But the truth is, no one deserves to feel small in someone else's presence. You are not made to live in guilt. You are not meant to constantly question your worth. Spiritual wisdom teaches us that peace begins inside, but that peace can't grow if it's being crushed by constant criticism. You cannot build joy in a place where love feels like punishment. Those who truly care will lift you. They will correct you when needed, but always with kindness. They will speak honestly, but never with the goal of hurting you. If someone always makes you feel bad, they are not correcting you. They are controlling you. They are feeding off your insecurity. You do not need to win their approval. You do not need to earn love by suffering. That is not love. That is emotional bondage. Let go of those who make your soul heavy, even if it hurts, even if it feels lonely. Because walking alone in peace is better than walking with someone who brings pain. You are not your mistakes. You are not your weaknesses. You are a whole person, worthy of love, growth, and understanding. Never cry for someone who tries to define you by your worst days. Choose to be around those who see your effort, those who make you feel seen, not shamed. Let their absence be your gift, a chance to rebuild your confidence, a chance to love yourself without fear. You deserve that, and you will find it once you stop giving your heart to those who only know how to break it. Lesson 6. Those who never take responsibility. There is nothing more exhausting than carrying the weight of someone else's actions. When a person refuses to take responsibility, they shift their burden onto you. They blame you for their mistakes. They twist the truth to protect themselves. And slowly, you start to question what's real. You begin to doubt your own memory, your own feelings, even your own sanity. This kind of behavior is not just frustrating, it's harmful. It damages your trust not only in them but in yourself. People who never take responsibility live in denial. They protect their ego at the cost of truth. And often they do it so well that you begin to wonder if maybe you are the problem. But you are not. One of the most powerful spiritual teachings is accountability. To admit when we are wrong, to accept our faults and make amends. This is how we grow. This is how we find peace. But some people are not ready to grow. They hide from their own reflection. They wear masks to avoid shame. And when things go wrong, they look for someone else to blame. That person is often the one closest to them. You. You might find yourself constantly explaining things, defending yourself, begging to be understood. But no matter what you say or do, it never seems enough. That's because the issue is not your actions. It's their unwillingness to face themselves. Crying for people like this doesn't change them. It only drains you. It takes away your clarity. It pulls you into their world of confusion and blame. You don't have to live there. You don't have to fix them. That is not your duty. You are allowed to walk away from people who refuse to look within. You are allowed to protect your peace. Responsibility is not just about saying, "I'm sorry." It's about showing change. It's about growing from pain, not avoiding it. If someone hurts you and then blames you for being hurt, that is not love. It is manipulation. True strength lies in accountability, in owning your mistakes and learning from them. When someone cannot do that, they cannot offer you a safe space to grow. They cannot meet you with honesty, and without honesty, no relationship can survive. So never cry for someone who never takes responsibility. Their journey is their own. You cannot walk it for them, but you can choose to walk your own path with dignity. You can choose to step out of the cycle of blame and into the light of truth. That is where real healing begins. Lesson 7. those who don't care about your pain. The deepest wounds are not caused by what someone does, but by what they failed to do. When you are hurting and the person you care about doesn't show concern, it cuts deeply. It makes you feel invisible, unseen, unloved. Pain becomes heavier when it's ignored, and silence in moments of suffering is louder than words. When someone doesn't care about your pain, they are showing you something important. They are showing you their limits, their lack of empathy, their inability or unwillingness to meet you in your vulnerability. You might try to justify it. They're busy, you say. They don't know what to say. But if this happens over and over, it is not confusion. It is a choice. The spiritual path teaches us to open our hearts, to feel deeply, to connect with others. But it also teaches us to be mindful of where we give that heart. When someone consistently turns away from your pain, they are not protecting themselves. They are avoiding discomfort. Your suffering becomes an inconvenience to them. That is not love. That is neglect. Still, people cry over those who refuse to see their pain. They wait. They hope. They believe that if they just explain it better, they'll finally be understood. But understanding does not require perfect words. It requires a caring heart. And if someone truly cared, they would already be trying to understand. They would reach out. They would listen. They would sit with you in the darkness, even if they couldn't fix anything. Pain shared with the right person becomes lighter. Pain ignored becomes a storm. You are not meant to weather that storm alone. And you should never settle for relationships that make you feel more alone than being alone. There is power in choosing yourself, in stepping away from people who shut their eyes to your suffering. That does not make you cold. It makes you wise. You deserve connection. You deserve to be heard, to be held, to be supported when life becomes too much. When someone can see your smile but refuses to see your tears, they do not truly know you. And if they do not know you, they cannot love you in a meaningful way. Letting go of such people is not giving up. It is choosing peace. It is making space for those who will care, those who will sit with you in silence when words fail, those who will reach for your hand, even when they don't understand your pain. So never cry for someone who doesn't care about your suffering, because your tears are sacred. They deserve to be seen, not ignored. Let your healing begin with truth, and let your heart rest in the knowledge that the right people will never look away from your pain. They will walk with you through it, until joy finds you again. Every relationship teaches us something. Some teach us love, others teach us what love is not. But all are part of our path. The most important lesson is this: your peace is precious. It is your responsibility to protect it. When someone disrespects you, uses you, makes you doubt yourself, breaks promises, shames you, avoids responsibility, or ignores your pain, they are not showing love. They are showing their limits. You are not here to fix them. You are here to awaken, to live fully, to walk the path of clarity and compassion, not confusion and sorrow. So choose wisely where you give your energy. Let go of those who drain it, and never cry for someone who shows you again and again that they are not ready to love you well. Your tears are not meant to fall for emptiness. They are meant to water the soil of your own soul, so that you may grow strong, wise, and free. You are enough. You always were. Let that truth be your guide.